N'Golo Kante could be out for a month with hamstring injury. Blues midfielder N'Golo Kante could potentially miss the next 4 weeks due to an injury the Frenchman picked up in Chelsea's 2-2 draw against Spurs last weekend. Kante went down injured in the 85th minute during a heated London derby after overstretching for a tackle. The 31-year-old immediately grabbed his hamstring and went down in pain. The Chelsea medical team had to help the Frenchman off the pitch, forcing Thomas Tuchel to bring on Conor Gallagher. According to Matt Law from the Daily Telegraph, Kante is still waiting for the full diagnosis of his hamstring injury. The 31-year-old will get a much clearer picture of how long he will be out once he receives his MRI scan. The Frenchman's contract is set to expire in June 2023, currently being on £300,000 a week. With Kante's latest injury, Chelsea may have to consider the future of the World Cup winner, as it could save the Blues a good sum of money. Chelsea faces Leeds United away in their next game of the season, which may give Gallagher a chance to fight for his place in Tuchel's starting 11, with Croatian Mateo Kovacic also out injured. Everton turned down £45 million bid for Anthony Gordon from Chelsea. Everton have now rejected a £45 million bid from Chelsea for forward Anthony Gordon, according to reports. The Toffees have already started talks with the 21-year-old over a new deal, especially after Newcastle and Tottenham Hotspur showed interest in the winger earlier on in the transfer window. Manager Frank Lampard has started Gordon in both of Everton's opening Premier League games in the false nine role. He has played in this position partly due to the absence of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This is not the first approach from Chelsea for the England U21 international, and is expected to not be the last either, as Thomas Tuchel is willing to come back with a more tempting offer. The Merseyside club hope the matter is over. Gordon has made 60 appearances and scored 4 goals for Everton. He had a loan spell at Preston North End in the 2020-21 season. Chelsea have been looking to add younger options to their forward ranks, and they view Gordon as a suitable player to bring into the squad. Chelsea will not give up on signing Frenkie de Jong. Chelsea looks to battle to the very end to sign Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong, with only a couple of weeks left of the summer transfer window. Both Chelsea and Manchester United seem confident when it comes to signing de Jong. However, his current club Barcelona has made it clear he intends on staying at the Spanish side despite rumours of his exit. The 25-year-old has reportedly chosen Chelsea as his preferred destination over Manchester United if the Dutchman were to leave to the club due to the Blues' Champions League position. According to Rishan Rahman, Chelsea will try everything possible this summer to bring de Jong to Stamford Bridge. The Holland international only started on the bench in Barcelona's opening game of the season against Rayo Vallecano, which saw the game finish in a 0-0 draw. The Blues have lost N'Golo Kante to injury in yesterday's heated London derby against Spurs. The French midfielder had to be helped off the pitch by Chelsea's medical team after feeling his hamstring go. Thomas Tuchel says he is concerned with Kante's injury, as the Frenchman will now join Mateo Kovacic on the midfielders' injury list. With this being a reoccurring injury for Kante, bringing in de Jong could very well become Chelsea's main priority. West Ham submit £13 million bid for Emerson Palmieri. With the addition of Marc Cucurella and the return of Ben Chilwell, Emerson Palmieri is surplus to requirements and may find himself departing Chelsea in the near future. West Ham manager David Moyes has stressed the need for defensive reinforcements this summer, and it appears he is not venturing far for some of his targets. He is keen on Chelsea's Emerson Palmieri, with his club reportedly submitting a bid on Monday. The Italian is now third choice at left back for manager Thomas Tuchel, and a departure might suit all parties best. The Evening Standard's Malik Ouzia reported on this bid on Monday, touching on Moyes' identification of Emerson as his leading target for left-back depth in the final few weeks of the window. Ouzia claims the 28-year-old was set to depart Chelsea even before Marc Cucurella's arrival, an arrival that will surely hasten this departure. The Hammers are pushing for a permanent move rather than a loan move. They wish to be in the mix should Armando Broja or Conor Gallagher depart on loan, and Premier League rules state a club may only loan one player to a team at a time. With Chelsea looking to still conduct business in the final weeks of the window, they could look to use the fee they would receive for Emerson to fund this. Chelsea agree terms with Inter Milan's Cesare Casadei. Chelsea's busy summer looks set to continue, with another promising youth player having reportedly agreed terms ahead of a move. In a summer that has been filled with lots of transfer movement, the Blues are showing no signs of slowing down. According to reports from early Tuesday morning, they are closing in on a deal for a talented midfielder from the Serie A. Fabrizio Romano provided new details overnight on the pursuit of Inter Milan midfielder Cesare Casadei. Following weeks of news surrounding this potential transfer, it appears this saga will reach a conclusion very soon. The 19-year-old has reportedly agreed terms with Chelsea on a 6-year contract. The Blues appear to have beaten out interested sides such as Nice and Sassuolo to his signature, as he is willing to take a risk and test himself abroad. With this agreement in place, now Chelsea are set to lodge a bid for Casadei. This will be in the region of €15 million plus add-ons, a figure that Inter will seemingly be willing to accept. The two clubs enjoy a cordial relationship, as evidenced by Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku's relatively straightforward return to Inter Milan this summer. This should make negotiations for Casadei easier, though the Italians will not wish to let a player like him go. It is not yet known if the Italian will remain in West London or depart on loan, but he is certainly a player for the future at Chelsea. Wesley Fofana pushing Leicester City as Chelsea pursuit continues. Chelsea have been chasing the signature of Leicester City's Wesley Fofana for weeks now, and the centre-half is getting restless. The Blues have already had 2 bids for the defender rejected out of hand by the Foxes, and reports from the past few days have claimed they are preparing to send in a third and final offer before the week is over. Thomas Tuchel has been firm on his stance, since the transfer window opened, that his squad needs another centre-back, with the German not satisfied with the single recruitment of Kalidou Koulibaly, following the exits of both Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen. Multiple pursuits have broken down across the summer, including that of Manchester City's Nathan Ake and Sevilla's Jules Koundé, and it doesn't seem to be getting any easier with Leicester determined to keep the Frenchman. The latest update on the situation from Standard Sport journalist Nizar Kinsella has alleged that the West Londoners are expected to take their interest to the wire as the 21-year-old tries to persuade his current club to drop their asking price. A tough few months of player chasing will come to an end on the 1st of September, but it is really anyone's guess on whether Tuchel will get what he wants.